Hiya and welcome to the James Oliver Guitar Channel, and this is vinyl video number 67 of bands, artists, albums I love, inspire me, etc. So another 10 records today for the album series, and the first one up is Frank Zappa, Broadway, The Hard Way. Great record, love Zappa. Great documentary recently on the television about him. Elvis has just left the building. My personal favourite on this is Riverman. Other great tracks, Jesus Thinks You're a Jerk. The typical Zappa humour with incredible musicianship. So that's Broadway the Hard Way by Zappa. It's an interesting one for you. This is Country Music Jamboree by a band called Country Fever. And believe it or not, this is Albert Lee. This is a country album that Albert Lee made in the very early 70s. Dang Me, Ring of Fire, Bud's Bounce, Country Fever, which is an instrumental, Orange Blossom Special, Sugarfoot Rag, of course, and Garland Tune, Wildwood Flower, Crying Time Again, Buck Owens. So this, if you ever see this, pick it up, because it looks like just some sort of country compilation record, but it's actually Albert Lee. And the band are called Country Fever. It's definitely worth checking out if you're a fan of Albert. One of the best, A nice Muddy Waters compilation. This is Trouble No More. The singles, 55 to 59, Sugar Sweet, Trouble No More, All Aboard, Rock Me, Got My Mojo Working. My personal favourite, Close to You. One of my favourite Muddy Waters songs, and of course Mean Mistreater, and there's the chess label on the back. It's an 80s press, but I mean it's great Muddy Waters music. Some of the best music ever put on record. Something completely different now then, this is Pink Floyd with Obscured by Clouds. Obscured by Clouds, of course. Childhood's Ends, Foo 4, Curtains, Mudmen. It's a soundtrack, it is, but it's just brilliant. The music on it is fantastic. It's a Floyd album that doesn't get that much credit, but I enjoy listening to it nevertheless. Love Gilmour's guitar playing. What a fabulous touch the man has. This is the Blues Band with the official bootleg album, signed by Paul Jones and Dave Kelly. Talk to My Baby, Flatfoot Sam, Boom Boom, Out With the Lights, Little Walter classic. They do a cool version of Sunhouse's Death Letter Blues. Bo Diddley's Diddy Wah Diddy. Tom McGuinness, Huey Flint, Dave Kelly, Gary Fletcher and Paul Jones. This is on the CBS label. This next one from the 70s. It's a band called Catfish. The album's called Get Down. Nothing to do with the modern blues band Catfish. This is sort of like a contemporary bluesy, sort of country folky sort of record. Very good, very enjoyable. Catfish, The Oak, 300 Pound Fat Mama is the best track on this record in my opinion. And if you're into your folky, bluesy, country sort of rock, check this Catfish album out. And the cover's super cool as well. This is the Alex Harvey's new band, The Mafia Stole My Guitar. Later Alex Harvey stuff. Don't Delight, Back in the Depot. The best song on it again, The Mafia Stole My Guitar. He does a cool version of Johnny Kidd, Shaking All Over, which is an enjoyable listen. And it's the last but one before he passed away, I think. Because he made one with Colin Griffin, the Welsh drummer on drums, Jack Bass on bass, credited as a Jackdaw. So that's the Alex Harvey new band. Not quite the sensational Alex Harvey band, but still, you get the charisma and the wonderful Alex Harvey vocals. Fabulous Thunderbirds with Tough Enough. Tough Enough, Tell Me. Look at That, which is my favourite on here. Wrap It Up. Down at Anton's. Produced by Dave Edmonds, the one and only Welsh icon, with Jimmy Vaughan on guitar, Kim Wilson, of course. Absolutely fantastic. Preston Hubbard on the bass. Frank Christina on the drums. Tbone Walker's played accordion on this. Chuck Leavell, of course, who plays with the Stones, played piano on this as well. Just absolutely brilliant. It's always worth reading the credits on a record if you don't know it. I mean, I always buy records with, say, Amos Garrett on, or people of that nature, because I love his guitar playing and I know I should like the record, therefore after. This is Cale with 8. And this again, you know, you read the credits, you've got Jim Keltner on this, who's probably my favourite drummer. Richard Thompson is on this. Tim Drummond, of course, who played with Neil Young. Carl Himmel, who played with Neil Young, is on this. You know, it's fantastic. Money Talks. Taking Care of the Business and Employment is a great track. And it's just, you know, it's Cale, one of the great feels, along with Dr. John, I think, some of the greatest feels in music to ever record on record. And last but not least, Mr. Tbone Walker with Stormy Monday Blues. Love Tbone, love his jump stuff. Little Girl Don't You Know, Every Night I Have to Cry. Cold-Hearted Woman, Stormy Monday, Confused Blues. Not so much jump stuff on this, more slow blues, but it really shows how wonderful he was as a singer and a guitar player. So there we have it. That's episode 67. I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. There's normally a vinyl video every Wednesday and various guitar videos and James Oliver band videos and all sorts of gear reviews scattered about through the week. And I'll see you next week. Cheers.